piece of advice I have for someone trying to succeed in the film industry or any creative space is, if you're doing what everyone else is doing, you're doing it wrong.
What is going on, everybody? First and foremost, before we get into the LiveWell bit, I wanted just to thank you guys, all of you new subscribers. Yesterday I put out a video showing you the percentage of non-subscribers that I was getting compared to my subscribers, and I just wanted to say what's up to all you new guys. Make sure to leave me a comment in the comment section below. Generally I try to go through like 2 or 3 times a week and just answer every single comment that I can. I really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. We are closing in on 30K. We're super close. Feels really good. Wanted to thank you all for being a part of that. Now let's take a look at my LiveWell setup, how I run it. We're gonna try to catch a fish, throw it in there. I'll show you guys the full rundown, and then we're gonna do a little bit of muskie fishing too. So let's take a look what we got. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at this cooler really quickly. And the first thing that I wanna let you guys know is that this is probably one of the most simple things that you can possibly do. I just love keeping things simple. My boat is simple, my LiveWell simple, my tackle is simple. I don't like things too extravagant just because there's more opportunity for that to break or go wrong. So we have a 100 quart igloo cooler. It does not need to be this big, but we found this on Amazon for like 50 bucks. So it's, you know, plenty of space. You don't really need one this big. I'd say 70 quart would probably be perfect. You can even go down to like a 55 quart, I believe. But I was just at Walmart looking for some components for this specific cooler because as you can see, it is completely beat to hell. No latches, the handles are broke off. We're using rope right now, but that's because we've fished probably 40 plus tournaments with this LiveWell and we've never lost a fish. But that's not the only component of not losing fish is having this LiveWell. You need to be able to take care of the fish as well, like throughout the day. There's a couple different tips that I'll give you guys in just a minute, but you can get a whole setup for probably 70 bucks if you get stuff cheap online. Okay, so that's the LiveWell portion of it. Next, I have a Lifesaver aerator. So this is really nothing special. I got this from Dick's for 25 bucks. And it might have even been cheaper. It might have been like 20. And what this does is it circulates the water and it sprays down on top of the water, which I'll show you guys in a bit. And that's it. Honestly, the other 2 things that we do, once the water gets about 70 degrees, we'll freeze ice bottles. So take like a big Gatorade bottle or a couple 2 liters and just put water in them, put them in the freezer, freeze them overnight before your tournament. And then as the day goes on, throw them in there. So that's gonna cool that water off and keep those fish from getting super stressed out, especially when the water's super hot. And the next tip that I can give you is to use some sort of LiveWell additive, like Please Release Me. That's the one that Ace and I have been using for ever, honestly, since we started fishing tournaments. We have the system down pretty well. We learned it from the guys that fish in our club, and there's very few people in our club that actually lose fish if they use these techniques. And the reason that is because in our tournaments, if you bring in a dead fish, you cannot weigh it. So fish care and keeping your fish alive is super important. All right, so we're gonna get up really quickly and see if we can catch a couple bass so I can give you guys a quick little tutorial of how this LiveWell works fully, from catching a fish, filling it up, keeping them in there, all that good stuff. So let's go catch a fish. All right, my dudes. So we're gonna start off with throwing this little brush hog. This is an African special, baby brush hog. Just gonna flip some of this shallow shoreline grass, just looking for something so I can fill up that LiveWell. They're still spawning and coming off of spawning, so they should be shallow. Some should be shallow at least. Oh, there's a bunch of them right here. There's like 3. Come on, let's eat. Just want to put you in the LiveWell real quick. Oh God, he just smoked it. I think I might have lost my chance with this one, but we'll see. He's just cruising. Oh, there's a couple of them. They're like cruising these grass beds. I'm assuming they're looking for bluegill because the bluegill are up spawning right now. All right, we're gonna jump across, fish some of that flat. I'm gonna put on a Senko, go real old school. I haven't thrown a weightless wacky rigged Senko in so long. It should be pretty fun. There should be one there. Oh God, I just got bit. Got it. Little guy. Whoop. All right, here we go. This is gonna be our test fish. Ate the Senko right on the edge of that grass. Actually, I don't even know if he's long enough to technically put in the live well. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna run through a full scenario. Say we're in a tournament and we're gonna throw this fish in the live well. First thing you gotta do, make sure he's legal. Make sure you always wet your golden rule so it doesn't take too much slime off the fish. Let's see, are you 12? Yeah, he's 12 inches, so, oh, he's hitting me. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna fill up the live well for you guys real quick. We're gonna show you how it's done. But this is the other part of the puzzle. So we have a second aerator on here to pull water in, which we're gonna do really quickly so this fish can breathe a little bit. We're gonna plug this straight up to the battery. So usually this is a little bit easier with two people. So normally Ace and I, when we're fishing a tournament, it's first person to catch a fish doesn't have to fill the live well, so usually Ace. No, I'm kidding. So you're gonna fill this live well about 3/4 of the way up, and from there, I usually like to put 2 like really big ice bottles so it cools the water down really good and holds it that way throughout the day. And then from there, you go ahead and put your please release me in, like a few capfuls, 2, maybe 3. It just depends on how much water you have and how big your cooler is. But again, that is like, is that still going? That's a big deal to put that please release me in there because it helps replenish their slime coat and it kind of calms them down, which is great. All of our fish are usually really, really lively at weigh-in. And I mean, last tournament we had one friggin' jump out of the live well at the end of the day when we were done weighing, luckily. Yeah. But all right, that should be good. So from there, just unplug your bilge, and that's done. That's really all you need that second one for. You don't technically need it. You can just get one and use it for your aerator as well. However, when it comes to kind of eliminating any sort of issues with your live well, that's a really big one, having an extra aerator just in case something were to happen. So once we get that, we're gonna go ahead and hook up our aerator that's inside. Yeah, so that's a lot of water in there right now. I'm actually gonna take a little bit out, but that's pretty much all you guys need to do. It's super simple, it's super cheap, and it keeps fish alive. It really does. As long as you maintain the live well when the fish are in there by adding ice kind of throughout the day. You don't need to do it all the time. Just make sure that water temperature is like 10 degrees cooler than the surface temp. You'll be golden. We're gonna keep fishing, see if we can get a couple more in here, and then we'll release them all. Not gonna keep them in here too long because it is really hot and I only have a couple ice bottles, so we'll see what happens. But I also don't have any please release me because I used it all in the last tournament, but he'll be fine in here, you know, for a few hours. We're gonna keep going with the wacky rig and see if we can get some buddies for our friend in the live well. Oh, that's a better one. There we go. All right, 2-pounder on the Pit Boss, 3/8 ounce Texas rig. Pulled that so freaking hard. There's usually not this much stuff in my boat, but I'm trying to do a little bit of live well tutorial / muskie fishing in a bit. So I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna put him in there, just bloop, woohoo, right where he was supposed to be too. All right, here we go. Channeling my inner Lawson Lindsay right here. Oh yeah. Oh, it might have been a bite. Yep. Oh, it's something good, I think, or it was a wrap. Oh, oh God, no! That was a good fish. That was a good fish. Oh, I threw my hook. That was probably like a 5, maybe a little bigger. Dang it. That was a sick freaking bite, right where he should have been, right at the end of this tree. Dang, that was cool. All right, so we fished this whole shaded bank. We're gonna run across as the sun's coming down and fish our way into that creek. On the way over there, we'll troll a muskie bait. Let's see what we got. We're gonna troll a little jerk bait for the mushk. Don't really troll for muskie, but when in Rome.
What is freedom? I think I stole this from Bob Dylan, but maybe I stole this from Woody Guthrie. Freedom for me is waking up in the morning and going to sleep at night, and in between doing exactly what I want to do. What's the secret to happiness? The secret to happiness is finding something you love and then doing that for the rest of your life.
Oh my god, no way. I have a oh my god. Are you oh my god, I got something. I got something big. Are you kidding me right now? Oh my god. What is this? Oh my, no way, this is a muskie. Oh my god. I can't believe this just happened. Is that a muskie? Oh my god, it's fighting like a muskie. I think it is. Are you kidding? Is this my first Berkeley muskie? Oh, I think it is. It is. Oh my god, it is. It is. Oh my god. Okay, come on, please come off of there. Please come off of there. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Oh my god. Oh my god, I got a muskie. It's a muskie, guys. Come on, baby, stay hooked. Stay hooked. Oh my god. My net is so screwed right now. I can't believe that just happened. Stay pinned, please stay pinned. This is gonna break this rod. Oh god. Stay pinned, baby. Come on. Oh my god. I'm shaking. Oh. Stay pinned. Yes. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Oh no. Come on. Yeah. Ah! Yes. No way. Dude. Oh. Yes. Oh my god. I'm freaking out. Alright. Here we go, guys. It's my very first Berkeley muskie. This thing is freaking gorgeous. I've been out here probably, I don't even know, 150, 200 hours fishing for one of these, and it just so happened I picked up that bait just to troll it across the lake, and this thing crushed it. That was so sick. Ah, it was amazing. Look at that fish. Oh, we're gonna let this beauty go. That was so sick. Here she goes.
Hit the gas one more time, and I'll break you. When you hit the gas one more time, I'll break you.
I don't think you guys understand how freaking epic that just was. It was so sick. That was the coolest thing. That was... I've always heard stories of people just trolling the middle with storm flat sticks and other jerk baits, so I picked up that little jerk bait. It's the Slammer, actually, and what's really cool is one of my subs sent me that bait. Can't remember his name off the top of my head, but that is absolutely phenomenal. My first Berkeley muskie, 200 hours on the water time here, trying to catch one of those. That was probably, I didn't measure it. I don't have a bump board. I don't know how big it was. Mid-30s, maybe? I don't know. You guys tell me what you think in the comment section below how big that fish was, but that was an absolutely phenomenal experience, and I'm not trying to sound super corny right now. That was just, I spent literally 200 hours. That's, imagine working for 5 weeks for something with no pay. Didn't get it. I know this is a LIVEWELL video, but you guys watching this, whether you're a new subscriber or you've been watching me since I started, that was the sickest catch of my life so far. So freaking cool. I didn't fish for another hour for bass. I'm gonna let these guys go. As you can see, they are plenty healthy, plenty good. That's your quick rundown on the LIVEWELL. Number one, I'll let you go. Bite. And number two, little guy. See ya. Oh, bite. Oh, something else I think I forgot to mention to you guys. If you do end up getting one of these aerators with the spray bar, just make sure you clean out the spray bar itself, because sometimes when the fish spit up crawfish and, you know, shad and scales and whatever else, it clogs it up and it kind of stops the aeration process. So keep that in mind to look for. Also, if you guys can see on the bottom of this, normally these things come with a foam insert in the bottom. Take that thing out because it gets clogged up and it stops pushing water through. I've had a buddy of mine lose like some really good fish that way, so you just run it completely empty. But again, yeah, you can grab one with the spray bar, that works perfectly fine, or just with this small arm. It's worked for us. Alright guys, that is gonna be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being a part of this crazy, ridiculous muskie hunt. And I really hope you enjoyed the LIVEWELL tips. Make sure you use that Please Release Me. Make sure to throw some ice bottles in there. Your fish, I promise they'll stay alive. Just keep an eye on them. It's simple. Keep it simple and you will keep them alive. So, really hope you enjoyed it. Again, make sure you hit that subscribe button for me. Awesome day. Awesome freaking day. See ya.